Let's watch Lady Luck herself versus Diddy Kong. Let's see what went on up in here. Let's hit that play button, man. Okay. Well, she's moving around a lot, so that's good. I like that already. The one thing I think she should clean up is the way she approaches. A majority of times, a majority of times from what I see, I noticed this when we played too. Her main approach is usually jump, toss, a turn up, and fair. People can just move out the way. They don't have to sit there and block that. And she goes to leave herself exposed. She get anti-aired by certain characters and stuff. So that right there, I feel like that approach is not guaranteed, and she could either give up an advantage state that she has, or it could put her at a disadvantage, depending on how she's doing it and the character she's fighting. See, like the way she's moving, her movement is pretty good. It's the way she's approaching that is not really the greatest.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, the fair, she needs I noticed that time she's trying to go in with the fairs. That needs to be toned down just a little, because we already went over this with the Sam Sora fight. But yeah, the way she's faring like that, she could leave herself exposed. But she's trying to force a hit, especially since she's at 129. Now, I never seen this, but I would assume that she's probably gonna try to force a kill, like going with a lot of fairs and try to approach with turn up fair. And the Diddy Kong, he's probably gonna be aware of that because he's at 129. He don't want to get hit. See what happens. Yeah, you see this, and look, see, it left her open. The approaching with the fair thing, or like trying to force a hit. See, the Diddy Kong, he's moving right now. He's not trying to get hit, and he's punishing her on landing. Every time she tries to go with a fair or something, he just gets ready for it. You see how she's just dancing around that?
Not yet.
Like I always say, floating there is not a thing. Like Diddy Kong, he was just near her, just dancing around as Peach is floating there, not getting hit. And then it looks like the approach that I was talking about. Toss a turn up. Go for a fair. He could have stood there blocking. Or he could have just moved out the way. But he chose to jump. Now he's probably going to die. Oh, no. But yeah, that's a main common approach. And look, she got snuffed out the fair.
Okay, thank you. I think we should probably start calling some more winners.
I'm gonna switch my adapter.
Okay.
She's taking way too much damage trying to attack an approach like that.
So it's like in the middle row, but like on
the way she was playing before, it was good. But like the fair and the turn up fair approach and the way she's approaching with that, the dares.
Can I get Chaos Arc and Lord on setup number 3?
She needs to.
Sure.
Okay.
Hold that. Wherever you are, Chaos Arc. Yeah. Can I get Natro and Griff on setup number 3? Okay. Gotcha, thank you. Griff.
At these percents, you really shouldn't even be going for fair, because one fair is risky, and look, she's stealing it. Not only do you steal the move at percents that won't kill, you also leave yourself open. You're putting yourself in danger.
Thank you.
She's... See, if that fair was fresh, it probably would have killed Diddy Kong. You see that floating stuff? Diddy Kong is just moving out the way.
Setup number 2.
Yeah, this is not good. See? That...
Can I get Moo the Bear and Ice Hole on setup number 4?
See, got counted out the fair by the flip kick by Diddy Kong.
Not for me, but I don't know about everyone else.
See, this Diddy Kong, he's just waiting for stuff to happen. He sees that she's in the air, he's like, I'm not gonna challenge you. I'm literally gonna wait for you to leave yourself open, and then I'm gonna just come through and hit you. This Diddy Kong is taking a sweet time.
I like it. I like it.
See how he's just moving left and right? He's waiting for her to leave herself exposed from the way she's approaching. See, he can just move out the way. She's not, right now, she's not getting anywhere with these approaches. She's not going to hit Diddy Kong solidly like this. Like, she's pretty much going to have to bank on Diddy Kong to mess up. But if he doesn't, see, she's not getting anywhere.
Can I get
this is not helping.
Shade on setup number 1?
Wow, okay. So, that match, the way she was moving, it was good at the start. But her approach, the way she approached was no good. She tends to float in the air and do dares a lot. It's no good. She was floating, doing dares. And as you saw, Diddy Kong didn't contest with it. Like, you want to do that? Alright. I'm in and out. I wait for you to land or for you to do something. And then I'm come through with the blow up. And if I can't get a blow up, fine, I'm not putting myself in danger. I got the lead. I got the stock lead. You gotta come to me. I make one mistake, you hit me, I'm still living. You make one mistake and I hit you, that's it. Game over. The way she was approaching, she put herself at risk a lot to get counter hit or get punched on her landing, which a few times she did. So from this first match, the main thing I see right now, the way she approaches, that shit has to be tweaked. That only works against people who are like scared of the character, don't know what to do, are way too defensive, always blocking. They just sit there and then they just give her free pressure. It's the only way that shit's gonna work. If they're like way too defensive. But if the opponent is actually moving around and not trying to challenge her, gonna have a rough time. Because when she had to bring it back, she wasn't getting anywhere. She wasn't getting anywhere doing that. So let's see what happens in game 2. You see that? One thing I want to point out is when you, as I would say, if you're approaching from one side of the map towards the other side with a dare, people can see that. Like, I'm here, you're here. You're coming at me with a dare. I can react to this. I can move out the way. This is not surprising. This is not something that is unreactable. This is not something that I can't get ready for. I'm seeing it. It's telegraphed, it's telepathic. You're coming at me. You're basically letting me know, bruh, I'm flying towards you and I'm about to kick the shit out of you. Alright? I'm gonna fly towards you and I'm gonna start kicking towards you because I want to river dance in your head. Anybody could react to that. They could just move out the way. They don't gotta sit there. And then with the banana here, it looked like she's going for the same approach again. Banana, item toss to a fair. And Diddy Kong was ready for that. He got snuffed out the air. And again with the approach. After she got hit, she started approaching with the dare towards Diddy Kong and wants to land with a nair. And you see Diddy Kong, he's like this. See, he's like, yo, bruh, like, that's not gonna hit me. Like, I already saw that. And you're landing in front of me with a nair? Well, I guess I'm gonna get me some free damage. But he didn't. She needs to learn how to fight on the ground. She's in the air way too much. She always wants to be in the air a lot. But that's like a common habit for Peach and Daisy players.
501 on setup number 5.
Like,
it moved.
That is a really common habit. Always want to approach in the air. And this Diddy Kong ain't having any of that.
We've been increasing. I've been increasing setup.
He knows. He sees the approach.
Thank you.
I've just been like, so on that setup.
Can I get Ty and Rodbot on setup number 7? I want 2-1. 2-1?
Oh my god, that shoe got with a broke.
get Toast on fire and Zancy on son of number 8. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Sure. It's one of these two, yeah. 7? You see the dude in the hoodie right there? Yeah.
Can't wait till the part of bracket gets the part of bracket where everybody actually knows who each other is. The characters that they are just like, oh, hey,
Okay.
it's like, hey, can I get Sci-Fire and Archie on this setup?
Yo! What's up? Rakan. Or no,
She
no,
needs to
my
lay
bad.
off.
Rodbod.
Those fares that she's tossing out that way, she needs to lay off those. When your opponent's at kill percent, you shouldn't be doing that. Because most likely they're going to be ready for kill options to come out. And that kill option is slow and it leaves you open. And on top of that, she's at kill percent. She's at 3 stocks. She's at 2. I'll be very cautious right now about trying to bring this shit back. Because she got a lot of work to do to bring this back. So the fares, the way she tries to go for a hit and the use of fares is killing her right now. It needs to be tweaked. Well, it needs to be cut out her game.
Sorry, Rodbod. I think they just sound similar and yeah.
Now you see, Diddy Kong is just waiting.
What? Rodbod.
He's literally waiting for like an area attack or something. That she should not be doing that. Well, we already explained that, but at these percent, she's at 138. Hell no. Shouldn't be doing this right now. She gotta learn how to fight on the ground. Like, yes, Peach had the floating and all the float tricks and all that, but there's times where certain characters or certain situations you can't be doing that. You gotta learn how to fight on the ground. You gotta have that footwork, man. This character's not all about floating all day to attacks, or all wanting to be in the air and doing fares and all that. Character's not all about that, man. You gotta know how to fight on the ground.
Can I get Rakan and Deathmelon on?
Because they're gonna be characters that you can't just jump on. So you're gonna be forced to fight on the ground. So the neutral game on the ground, that shit needs to be tweaked.
All Tyson anytizers.
Really? You gonna hit me with an ad? Not gonna sit here and watch this shit? Wow.
They're a great decision for snack time.
I gotta sit here and
Allowing
watch
the
this
band to
fucking
practice
shit.
at your house? Not a great decision. Keep it real. Keep it Tyson anytizers.
Just out of curiosity, what did that carriage set you back?
Not out here hitting me with an ad,
I
bro.
overpaid. I'm an idiot.
Hey, happens to everybody. I bet he overpaid.
I didn't overpay.
Like, the fare is slow, and on top of that, the hitbox is only out for 2 frames, bro.
Says great price.
2 frames that hitbox is out. Wait, is it 2 frames or hold up? Hold up. Hold up, stop. I'm pretty sure I did my homework. I think it's 2 frames. Last I checked, it was 2 frames. Just to make sure. You know, sometimes people mess up. They forget. Pretty sure it's 2. Oh, 4. Never mind. I thought it was a bit funny. That's why I had to double check. I'm like, 2 frames? Wait, hold on. That don't sound about right. The way I be hitting people, can't be 2. Alright, it's only out for 4. No, wait. Frame 16, 5 frames. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's only out for 5 frames. It's not. And then look here. See how it looks? Oh shit, let me do that. You see the animation, right? Now, if you slow this shit down, just say you toss out a fair. Remember, the attack comes out on frame 16. 16 frames for the hitbox. 16 frames, that's a long time that you're freaking open. That's a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitbox gone. Look at all these frames that you are freaking open before you can do anything. Look at that shit right there. Look at that. Look at all them frames you're free. Bruh. This shit's ridiculous. Look at this. And then you can move. You see all them frames? So with this knowledge, you see the visual. You guys know the visual, you guys know the frames. This is why I preach. This is why I tell people. Trying to just go in, swing with fair. Over and over and over, just because it hits hard. Does not make it a good idea. I don't care if that move hits hard. It's slow. Usually hard-hitting moves are slow. They leave you open. You can't just go swinging like that because you'll get counterattacked or you get punished on whiff. So there you go, guys. There you go. And with that knowledge, put that knowledge to this match here. And when you see her doing that, you're going to see how it could lead to bad situations or put her at risk.
Scott Pilgrim's really good. Jason had Oh no, I've lost to Scott Pilgrim. I know. It's the stupidest thing. Yeah, stupid. No, it's like, auto turnaround. But my biggest issue with it is that, like, I don't play Shadows, but like whenever I'm trying to play Derry, I just switch off to another fighter.
Like, hold on. What I want you guys to do, like, every time you see her fair and she doesn't get anywhere, I want you to think about what could have happened in a bad situation that she puts herself in. So that way, like, you guys can be, like, aware and know that fairing to, like, try to get a hit, force a kill, or whatever, it's not such a good idea. So when you guys are in these situations, you're thinking about fairing, be like, oh, hold on, whoa, no, I'm just gonna land or do something better. I'm saying.
I played Syria on the lead the other night, and then went to play Falcon. And the amount of times I got crossed up and just drop shield jab at the end.
I don't like auto turnaround, but I think the Shoto's kind of needed it to even be like somewhat good. Yeah.
It would be super. Like, it just straight up doesn't work in doubles, right?
Yeah, you don't even know what it does.
Like, that's gotta be the most confusing.
I've never seen a Shoto been played in doubles.
It's probably similar to how, like, when you get thrown off stage with Terry, it is really not clear which side you can.
Now, you see how he's just walking away from her? Look at it there. And then she gets punished. This is a perfect example. Literally, that was a perfect example of what I've been saying for years. With the dare, when players have the floating dare habit. This Diddy Kong just gave you guys a perfect example of what I've been talking about. From doing dares when people can see it. My man just said, I'm just gonna walk. Just keep walking. You're gonna keep daring, I don't have to challenge you. Eventually, you're gonna leave yourself open. She kept doing it. He like, yo, she keep doing this shit. She gonna kick. I'm gonna get her. And she did it. She left herself open. And Diddy Kong took advantage of it. See? I speak truth. I warn people about this. It's not good. And that was a perfect example. That's what could happen to you. Floating dares, approaching floating dares, it's not a thing. This shit is fake. It's telepathic. People can see it. Okay?
Will always go towards the stage.
Hey, can you let me know?
It's when I try to do a backflip thing towards the stage and I hit go in the other direction.
Can you let me know if we have any saves? So So we started off today with 5 setups. We are at 8. We're at 8 now.
You don't see that very often.
Yeah. I had to change numbers like so many times. It's been the most confusing thing.
Dude, I wish we had like some sort of way of identifying the setups.
That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Diddy Kong is at 16%. Lady Luck is at death percent. If she was to hit Diddy Kong, okay, she gets back onto the stage. The match proceeds. If Diddy Kong hits her, match is over. Whatever chance she had of bringing it back, completely gone. She's gone. That's why I tell people your percents let you know what you can and cannot do. It's like, think about it as a caution sign. Telling you like, yo, be careful. Like if you're driving and you see signs that said bumpy road ahead or speed bump, whatever. Speed bumps are usually in school zones. And speed bumps are there to stop people from speeding in a school zone. Because kids are valuable. I don't want no kids getting hit. So it'd be like, warning, speed bump ahead. If you drive fast, your car is gonna freaking zoom in the air and shit. You could mess it up. It's a caution sign, letting you know, like, yo, slow the fuck down, dude. We got kids out here. You don't want no kids getting messed up, and I know damn well you don't want your car to get messed up. So you gotta use your percent as a guidance of what you should and should not be doing at the moment. Your percent is too high. You can't be doing what happened here with Lady Luck did. She tried to fight her way back onto the stage. She's in a bad spot. You just gotta wait it out. Be patient, man. Even if she was to be patient, and you know she might have gotten grabbed or something, at least the Diddy Kong had to work for it because he had to guess. You know what I'm saying? She didn't put herself at risk. She could have just got outplayed, baited, whatever. But here, she put herself in the line of fire. She played a dangerous game that was not in her favor. She hits Diddy Kong. Okay, match continues. Diddy Kong hits her. That's it. Game over.
I don't know how to get in.
As she just said, I just heard her say that she doesn't know how to get in on Diddy Kong. Like I just heard it. She just said, I don't know how to get in against Diddy. You can't float towards him. Because as you saw, the way she was floating toward Diddy Kong, she wasn't getting anywhere and she was putting herself in danger. So from this set, I could just say right now, the way she's approaching is good. She gotta learn how to fight on the ground. She's in the air way too much. Is that peace drug? Peace players always want to be in the air. Like 2480. That's right, I said 2480. Look, don't judge me. Anyway, but they just want to be in the air all the time. All the time they want to be in the air. They don't know how to play neutral on the ground. That's a common thing that I try very hard to preach and showcase people with my videos. That's why I make videos, so people don't make these type of mistakes. So when people are starting out, they start out on the good track because they know what they can't do and shit. Wait, it's 340? Alright, hold on. 340. Okay. Okay, there she go. Is she dressed as Peach? I can't tell. She got pink on. And like near her waist, it's like a dark pink. I don't think like that suggests, but it's probably her sweater. Losers quarters. Actually, I have a match where I fought Diddy Kong. The Diddy Kong wasn't all that, but the point of the match is to show how I move versus Diddy on the ground to be safe and not worry about a lot of things. It's just a general idea. So I can showcase that real quick after this here. Like how to properly pressure and keep them on lock if you're expecting things. But yeah, Peach and Diddy players, they focus. I feel like at the start, a common problem that Peach and Diddy players make is they focus so much on the air, and then they might fight people that don't know how to deal with the character in the air, so it just becomes a habit. Like, oh my gosh, she can float. She can avoid ground attacks by floating. So yes, I'm gonna make this my general game. And that shit is biting them in the ass. Because it's characters that shut you down. So the only way to like start doing damage is you gotta stay on the ground. And a lot of people don't know how to fight with Peach and Daisy on the ground. What the hell was that? I heard something. It's not an update. Oh shit, the fuck? Put down. Okay, so this is looking like the first match. Well, the first set against that Diddy Kong. The way she's approaching is just no good. See that? Try to approach real fair. Look what happened. She got snuffed out of it with a grounded dash attack by Diddy Kong. I'm not gonna bring that up anymore. I think at this point, you guys get it. But I just really want people to understand the risk and why this is not good. So that way they don't have to suffer through this and make things harder than it should be. And if they do suffer through it, they stop suffering through it by not doing it anymore because they see that it's no bueno, it's no good. Like, I really want to drill this into people's heads to help them and step their game up. But I think I've said it enough, so I'm not going to bring it up anymore. If you just see it happen, you just know, like, yep. Yeah, I see it now. It's no good, man. I'm not going to be doing this shit no more. But right now, the main problem I just see is the way she's approaching. See, look, she got popped out the air by a peanut. She needs to be patient too. She's a bit too aggro. And like when she's forced to be on the ground, she's a bit too aggressive. And then she wants to go towards the skies and leave herself open. Peach and Daisy are bait and punish characters. You can move in the ground while being safe. You have to look for stuff. You got to go fishing. You got to be a fisherman. You got to look for stuff where you can punish or force a defensive action out of your opponent, such as shield. And then if they shield them too much, grab them. Or they sidestepping, if they have a pattern how they do it, how they sidestep and roll. Position yourself to punish it. Alright, after this set, I'll show you. Like I said, I have the... It's actually a YouTube match, not for the Diddy Kong. Yeah, I was actually doing some shit that match. Like, my movement that game, I was like, oh shit, bro. I was surprised myself when I was watching the replay before I sent it to YouTube. I'm like, yo, man, I'm fucking moving right now. She needs to stay close to him more. She gotta be close to Diddy Kong, but the thing is, she doesn't know how to stay close to Diddy Kong. I'm assuming she's probably worried that the Diddy Kong is gonna push random panic options. And doesn't know how to get ready for that. Like when people are in disadvantage state, they just toss out a move. Like they'll sidestep and then just toss out a freaking tilt or a jab. An air attack, something. And that's where movement comes in. You just move, people toss out their panic option, you just blow them off for it afterwards. And Peach is really good at that, Peach and Daisy, because they toss out their panic option while you move away. You got a side B. Just come right through. That shit is fast. Freaking punish from a distance if you don't got a turn up. You got side B. Blow people up, man. And if they block it, it's safe. The only time it's not safe is like you side B on somebody's shield and you try to nair them. They can actually attack you before you attack them. But if you side B the shield and pull back as they try to punish you out of shield, that's a blow up. So it's a dangerous mix-up. You force your opponent to block and respect the move, then you can continue shield pressure. If people want to try to do shit out of shield, when you side B, pull back, bait it, punish them. Just fucking ads, bruh. Man, I know I'm on Twitch, but Jesus Christ, I'm watching the archive.
Get their cashback matched. What are you waiting for? Unlimited cashback match, only from Discover.
Also, another thing about the like trying to go in with fairs over and over, even if you do land the hits, you're stealing that fair, dude. That's usually how a lot of people die. They die to that move, and you're stealing it. You need that shit to fucking kill. That shit is hard enough as it is to land a clean hit on somebody and take somebody out, man. That shit is tough. Look at that. If that fair was fresh, that'd be a dead Diddy Kong right now. He should be dead. But she keeps going for the fair. Either she leaves herself open or she steals it. Giving her opponent an opportunity to bring it back. Look at all this shit that she gotta do. Look at all this work right now. Okay, I think a fair at this percent will kill, even if it's still. Yeah, there you go. Now you done. But I said, the way she's approaching all that, it just led to all this. Yeah, I can tell she doesn't know what to do at this point. I can really see it. She's not. See this. She's not getting anywhere. She has to stay grounded. She has to stay grounded. She has to move. She doesn't move a lot. She's too slow. She's too slow. You're faster on the ground than you are in the air. And since she's always in the air, she's slow. Look, she's not. She's approaching. She's not getting anywhere at all. At this point, if Diddy Kong plays the way he's playing, she's gonna get timed out. She's not gonna catch him, and Diddy Kong doesn't have to sit there and block. Because Diddy Kong is actually moving around. He's not gonna sit there and block and give Lady free pressure. Doesn't have to. She gotta have that ground movement, man. She gotta learn how to move on the ground. It's the only way. She gotta move on the ground, bro. See right here again. That alright. I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna just pause for a second. Okay, so she had a stitch face, right? She had a stitch, and that habit of the way she likes to approach bit her in the ass super hard because she had a stitch, and that stitch. Do I even need to explain what a game changer that shit is if you land it? Shit is dangerous. And she wasn't checking to see where the opponent was going to be, looking for the right time to toss it. Like, she just autopiloted jump, toss the turn up, and then she immediately went for a fair. That was no good. That stitch could have did some damage, but she wasted it just going for her usual approaches. Yeah, she has the dare habit, that floating dare habit. It is not. That's the thing that I talk about when I teach people this character, and I'm giving advice that the floating dare. That's a common habit. Common habit for Peach and Daisy players. Floating to dare, approaching with fair, coming back onto the stage attacking. That's really the big ones. Like the approaching with floating dare and jumping fair, alternate toss, jump fair, and then fighting your way out of a bad situation when you return to the stage. The most common habits that most common habits / mistakes that Peach and Diddy players make. Yeah. At this point, I can just tell that she's just lost. And she's mainly struggling like this because she doesn't know how to fight and play neutral on the ground. Against characters like this, that is a must. You have to learn how to do that. You cannot ignore that at all. You can't ignore that. You know that you're just gonna be average people, or people who don't know how to fight her. How to fight Peach. When you fight somebody that knows what they're doing, stuff like this is gonna happen. She has to fight on the ground. She has to have a neutral on the ground to get everything started. She doesn't know how to do that, and she's mostly in the air. So this is why she's having a very difficult time. Right, see? See that approach stuff, like, it only works if somebody's sitting there and blocking. Like, when I played her on her stream, like, the first match, I lost. I got 2 stock when we played, right? And the most because I was too slow, she was jumping turn up fair, and I would sit there and block. And while she's in the air, I try to chase her and hit her out the air with like slow moves or playing too many guessing games and not going for optimal stuff, which left me open. And I got hit and I wasn't moving as much. And then game 2, when we played, I 2-stocked her because I was actually moving. She approached me with floating dares and turn-ups. I moved out the way. I did not sit there in my shield. I kept dancing around, and I ended up winning. And then game 3, I went back to shielding, which led to me getting shield poked, which I didn't have to sit there. She's jumping at me, I could see it. Just move out the way. I just had to sit there and just shield and be mad slow. In that match, I even got it the worst. I got 3-stocked. Somebody's moving, it looks like she's gonna have a hard time, because that approach, I said, it's not good. Only works if people like always want to block and they're stationary. Because if somebody's doing that against Peach and Daisy player, they just giving that player free pressure. Oh, I see you coming at me? Alright, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna block. I'm staying right here blocking. Come on. And then you really can't punish her on shield. If a fair done right, you get pushed back, and a lot of characters, the frame data, you can't punish the fair on shield. Unless like she does it Matt Ernie has the spaces or some shit, but yeah. So overall, the way she approaches, that needs to be fixed. She has to learn how to fight on the ground. And I noticed that when I played her on her stream, like she gotta learn how to fight on the ground. She has to learn neutral on the ground. This is something that she cannot ignore. This is something no Peach Daisy player can ignore if they really want to be good at the game. You have to learn how to fight and play neutral on the ground. That it's important. It's a must. Fuck. You can't ignore that. She doesn't know how to do it, and she's mostly in the air. So she has to I will work on that. Her matches, when she plays people, she needs to not go for the approach, stay more grounded. And another reason why people have these type of habits, as I said before, players, they start out with Peach and Daisy, they start out pretty bad. they already shoot themselves in the foot doing stuff like this. Because they started, they always want to float to dare, approach with fair, turn up fair. They're coming back onto the stage, they just want to swing. They started off playing the character bad, with bad habits, right? And then they fight opponents that don't punish them for it. So they play a lot of games. And these games, they're winning playing that way. Thus, it creates a habit. And if you're winning that way, your brain's going to tell you if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because when you're playing, you want to win the match. And you're going to be doing things that makes you win. And when you're winning, you feel good about yourself. You're like, oh yeah, man, I won. Especially within a match where you get like a nice combo or something, then you win. Like, yeah, man, I won. I'm feeling good. Yo, man, I'm winning a lot of matches today, man. Oh, shit. All right. Damn, I won. All right. So you see me. I'm out here, baby. I'm out here. No, so you get that good feeling. And you just in that vibe. You in that mood, man. You winning your games, yo. You like, oh, yeah, I'm winning my game with a character that I love to play. And you having fun at the same time. Alright, you're in that zone, you got that vibe, you got that mood. And then you fight someone that's just not having any of that. Like, they know what your character's about, they know what you're probably gonna try to do. If they don't know what you're gonna do, they're playing in a way where they're being adapted, they're observing you, see what you like to do. Then when they figure that out, they're like, okay, I know how to respond accordingly to this. And then you get the example like this match here when she fought. So I don't really watch her play like that, but I would assume that the way she played here against the Diddy Kong, and I kind of saw some of that when she played me, so I got a first-hand experience of it. But the way she plays, like always approaching in the air and then go with fair and all that, she wins a lot of her matches that way. So since she wins a lot of her matches that way, it's programmed into her style, her game, because her main focus will probably be to win. So since she wins a lot of her matches that way, she's going to keep doing it. And it's going to become a habit. So in a case like this, versus the Diddy Kong, where she's forced to switch it up because she cannot fight Diddy Kong the way she did here. That's not going to work. She's forced to switch it up and stay more grounded. She doesn't know how. She never really practiced it. This is my assumption. It's my assumption because I don't sit with her in her house or go to her stream and watch her play. This is my assumption that I'm making based on what I saw here. I could be right, I could be wrong. I'm just assuming here, but she never really took time to practice how to fight on the ground when somebody shuts down the air. When she can't be in disguise, she never practiced neutral. She never really practiced like moving in and out, waiting for stuff, act like she's gonna attack and then fake it. Not always move towards the opponent and like toss a punch. You know, that type of stuff. She never really practiced it. So she didn't have a backup plan. She's used to doing what she did here, always being in the air. That gets shut down where it's like, okay, I can't be in the air, so now what do? I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm probably going to have to stay grounded because in the air it's not working, but I don't know how to fight on the ground. I don't know how to maneuver on the ground. I don't know how to bait on the ground. So I'm not going to just stand here and let him hit me for free, right? I have to do something. Like, if that's the case, I'm not supposed to just freaking drop the controller and be like, yo, here, hit me. Like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom right quick, right? I'm gonna go change. I'm gonna do my makeup, something. I'll be right back. And, you know, just kill me. Like, you're not gonna do that, so it's like I have to do something. So I guess the something that she has to do is just freaking play the match and hope that things go well. But in that case, you're depending on luck. You have no control over your outcome. You have no control over your character. You have the controller in your hand. You're picking the character. You're playing the character. And yet, you have no control over your character. You have no control over the outcome of the match. See how crazy that shit sounds? Like you got the control in your hand, you got the character, you're playing the character, and yet you have no control over the character. You have no control over the fate, your own fate, nothing. Like, you may be playing the character, but it's like the character has a mind of his own. Because you don't know what else to do. You're used to doing one thing over and over, and you don't know what else to do. So it's like, you know what? Well, fuck it. Just play the game. Like, if you're gonna go out doing something. Don't go out doing nothing, right? That's how bad habits are formed. So, I would assume, like, on her stream, when she plays people, she beats people doing that. Playing that way. Fuck, she beat me doing that. First match, I got 2-stock. Second match, I started moving around. I 2-stock her. Then after that, I became slow, and then she fucking 3-stocks me. Like, she won, but then I sit back and I'm like, why did I lose? I thought about it, I was too slow. And I kept blocking too much. You do that against this character, you're getting free pressure, you're going to get blown up. I was a prime example of that. And if you're moving around, you don't put yourself in bad situations, you don't get free pressure. And the Diddy was a perfect example of that. Like game 2 when we played, I was moving around more, and I 2-stocked her. The Diddy he was moving around, he didn't stay still, he was in the air, he didn't challenge her in the air, he picked his spots to punish. If he couldn't punish because the way he was moving, he's like, you know what? I always see you floating, you want to do that, it's predictable, but at the same time, I have to position myself, and if I get strong, I'm going to get clapped. You're putting yourself more at risk than I am. So I'm going to let you keep doing that shit. And there's going to be a spot where I'm going to wait and I'm going to get you. And that's what happened. So yeah, that is my analysis on that. So a quick recap, the way she approaches, that needs to stop. And she needs to learn how to fight on the ground. She needs to learn how to have a neutral on the ground. She doesn't learn that. The only people she's gonna be getting victories against is people who are either too slow or don't know how to deal with the character. Those are the only victories. Anything past that, she's gonna have a hard time. And this doesn't go for her. This goes for anybody that's playing the character. Temporary wins don't mean nothing. Stuff that you get in the long run, consistent wins, that's what matters. So like she needs to play people that could beat her on a consistent basis. Like this Diddy Kong, she needs to play this Diddy Kong like 1,000 times. Because she gonna keep doing that stuff. The Diddy Kong gonna keep punishing her. And they're gonna excuse me. Gonna punish her. And then they're gonna force her to switch up. Be like, you know what? I can't be in the air. That I have to do another method. Okay, if I stay on the ground, I'm not putting myself at danger. Okay, so I'm on the ground. Now I have to figure out how to hit this guy on the ground. I know if I try to do dash attacks and the likes, tossing out ground moves, I'm gonna leave myself exposed. Or I'll be unsafe on block. So attacking first, no. So I gotta, how can I pull this off? Maybe if I moved around on the ground, I'll probably jump, act like I'm gonna attack, and then land. Or run towards the opponent and then run back to see what he does. So that way, I get to see how he would react if he thought I was going to attack him. If I jump at him and then I pull back and he does an up smash, he's basically telling me that if I was to attack him in these type of situations or this particular scenario, he will try to up smash me. Alright, I see that a lot. These situations come up. I see stuff like this. Make a mental note of it. So now when I go near him, I'm standing right here in this position. Be safe. So if you come at me with an attack, I can be ready to block or whatever. And if I guess right and I bait an action, I'm in the perfect spot to punish. Now I could probably side B. If I got to turn up, he swings. Toss the shit. Right, like this is the only way that I'll be able to get at Diddy Kong. Now this is something new, but it's the only way that I can whip his ass. So now I just gotta keep trying, trial and error, and then slowly I'll start getting better at it. I'll start to understand the matchup more. I'll start to understand the player pattern more, and things will slowly start to snowball into my favor. Then I'll start winning. Now, let me show you that match with the Diddy Kong that I said. I don't remember which one it was. Well, actually, I could probably remember just by the thumbnail. Let me see. Was it this one?
We made USAA Bank for members like Cassie. She's practical and always gets the most bang for her buck. USAA Bank.
Hold on. I know what fight it was on. It was on. Is this it? Yes. I found it. Okay. Wait, how does this look on stream? Okay, I gotta move this over here. And then I have to do this. There we go. Wait a second. I'll put this here. Whoa. I forgot I can just shrink it. Size like this. Alright. Now again, the Diddy Kong is not that great, but that's not the point. The point is how I'm trying to stay on the ground and how I play on the ground. The movement that I use to overwhelm this Diddy Kong to a point where it's like, if he even thinks about trying to mash or push a button, he's gonna get blown up. And how I try to stay close to him as much as I can. So let's look at this. See how I'm moving? Like at times I'll pick my spots to go in the air, but I'm not gonna be in the air 24/7. You see? Like this time I do go in the air, but I pick the appropriate times to do so. Yeah, I'm mostly staying on the ground. I don't want to be in the air a lot. And I get pressure. Like you saw right here, like I ran towards Diddy and then I pulled back and did a bear. That's me faking an assault. I'm going towards him. He probably think I'm gonna do something aggressive. What timestamp is this? Let's go back here. So right about, you see? I ran towards him. I pull back. Because I'm not sure what he's gonna do. So like I have the advantage here, but he could do something completely random. I'm not sure. So I pull away to try to bait a reaction. If he doesn't do anything that leaves him open, I still have the advantage because I got map control. He's in the corner. So I pulled away. I did that. I didn't get the hit, but I have the advantage. I got stage control. He's in the corner. Then I jumped. Because I'm like, okay, he saw me do a bear. And it whiffed. So he's like, oh, well, you did your attack. I can come out the corner and play. No, you can't. See, and then if you overextend, you get hit the way I did. So that's why it's sometimes best to do like one bear or one nair. Don't keep going for more, because stuff like that could happen. I overextended my bears and I got punished with a monkey kick. Got kicked in the ass, literally. See, now I'm being a bit too aggressive on my landing. This time I do land, but I'm kind of forcing stuff. So I need to calm down. And yeah, bad fair. I got hit. Sorry. You see how I go? Look, see? Perfect example. Oh shit, not here. Fucked up. Hold on. What's the example? Oh, I really lost stop. Alright, hold up. I forgot what the timestamp was. I went so far back. Oh, damn. Well, I went to a point where I floated and then I just landed on the ground. I didn't do anything. That's fishy. Now, I'm a really... What's this one thing, man? Now I'm gonna show you a video where Peach and Daisy players will probably wanna dare all day. I'm gonna give you a situation where you will be seeing dares and fair approaches all fucking day, especially floating dares. And that video is this one right here, where I fought an Olimar. Now when people see Olimar, they're like, yo, I'm just gonna float dare. And I condition myself not to do that and play smart. And look what happened. Oh shit, I need to add this. Fuck. Look how I played this Olimar. Just because the matchup is not in Olimar's favor, that still does not mean I can just play flowchart. Because the Olimar is smart and he's expecting the floating dares and stuff. He can blow you up for that. And with all that in mind, look how I play this Olimar.
3, 2, 1, go!
See how I'm saying rather than using the Nares? I'm using the Nares to snuff out his Pikmin. So if a Pikmin comes at me, I just ground float Nares, snuff him out while getting close, like that. You see, look, I'm already close to him now. See, I'm taking my time. I don't know what he's gonna do. I was supposed to search the turnip the other way and I goofed. I'm not going to show you the whole 23 minutes of the video, but I'm just an example. Also, I want you to pay attention as when I get hit, how I'm landing. Like, I'm not swinging. I'm just drifting away. Because I'm already in a bad spot. I don't want to make it worse. So even all this, in a situation like this, like a lot of Peach players, they will just start floating towards Olimar with a fair and theirs. I'm not going to do that. That was risky of me of doing. I don't care if I got the hit. That right there, it goes back to what I was saying before. Even when I do shit like that and I get the hit, I always tell myself, like, dude, even though you got the hit, bro, that ain't legit, man. You could get blown up for that. It's like, it's self-discipline. So that way you don't create habits in the future that's gonna be really hard to get off of and it's gonna bite you in the ass in matches. Now you setting yourself up for a future failure. I guess a good way to put it. Right there, I could have caught the turn up. I fucked up. I thought he was gonna go that way. He went this way. Like, you see that? Yo, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Why he ain't dead? No, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. I don't know why he ain't dead. He should be dead. Alright, so like right here. I got that. The reason I ran back is because I didn't autopilot the down tilt. I did the down tilt for pressure. Because I wasn't sure if the down tilt was going to hit him or not. So I'm like, I'm not going to autopilot down tilt to a follow-up. I'm not sure if this is going to hit. He can block it. So that's why I pulled back. Like, I'm a down tilt, move out the way. In case he blocks and he tries to do something out of shield, I'm going to come through and punish. At this moment, I saw that my down tilt hit him. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, where am I going? Let me come back. I came back. I noticed that around this time, he can do something. Like, he could probably double jump or come down with an attack. I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. Alright? There's a number of options he can do by the time I get to him. So anything I do is not guaranteed. So me knowing that, I'm like, alright, I need to, I'm going to act like I'm going to attack him. And as I said before, when you go near somebody, especially when they're landing onto the stage, 9 out of 10 times they're going to shit their pants and they're going to do something aggressive out of fear. They're going to push their panic option. In Automar's case, he thought I was going to attack him, so he did the whistle. So he can armor my attack. I'm trying to see what the heck he's going to do. What is his option? And if he leaves himself open for me to get a punish. I saw the whistle. Nope. And then as I'm moving like that, okay, he's landing. Now I can go in. I did that. I ran back to kind of make him think like, okay, she pulled back. She's not going to try to follow me. So I can come to the stage. Gave my opponent a false sense of security by doing that. Fucking with their head. Done. Oh wait, he ain't dead yet. He should be dead. Okay, now he dead. And there you go. Like, you see that? I didn't swing. Like, just pay attention. Every time I get hit, look what I do. Look how I come back. Once in a blue, I might come back tossing the attack out because it's based on what I see my opponent doing. But a majority of the times, I'm not swinging. I'm just going to drift away and go for the ledge. There's times where you don't even see me mash out of tumble. I keep my character in tumble. I don't mash out. Oh, he got bodied. I hate that shit. Well, Ormar is mad weird. Cause I try to be in a spot where I send him one way, but I think due to his height or his weight, he goes the other way. It's mad weird, like trying to combo all of them are at certain percents, depending on your positioning. Alright, we'll watch one more of this. One more match. One more. Yeah, I mixed him up. The first 2 times, I noticed that he always wants to jump. So I intercepted with it there. And then after that, I'm like, he's probably not going to try to jump anymore. So I grabbed him. And at that time, I waited for the jump, and then I killed him. Because he always wants to jump off the ledge the majority of the times, I noticed. So like, alright, I'm going to get ready for that. See, look, I just pull away. I get hit in the air, I'm gone. See, I went straight for the ledge. I'm like, F that. Even at that percent, I'm like, nope. I'm going for the ledge, bro. You got it. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. I'm mad he did that. I was like, bro, really? You gonna spike me like that? That was a good spike by the Olimar. I was tight, but I was hype at the same time that he got that spike on me. I was tight that I got spiked. I was hyped because I got spiked. See, I'm gone. Oh, nope. I have to attack coming back down. Alright. Cool. Even at low percents, I'm like, alright, you got it. I'm gone. I'm not gonna... Like, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, take a free blow up. Let's go back to this, I think.
This is what $7.25 buys, but $7.25 an hour can't put food on a family table. That's why it...
I'm not fighting here. Oh, I think this was the same Olimar. But I was actually Peach this time. But let's go to somebody else. Okay, this is me fighting Ness. And you know what's Ness? This is a character you don't want to be in the air against. So you can see I'm limiting how much I'm in the air. See, I even floated back and I landed without doing anything. Let's go back to that. So I move out the way. Right here, a majority of people, they will come down swinging with a dare, a nair, or fair. I'm like, I am in a bad spot. Even though I'm at 8% compared to his 47, I'm like, yeah, I can make this shit. I don't want to take no more damage. So I floated, pull back, and dip. And then I came through with an attack. And did this to slow down his up B. Pretty much keep him in place a little bit so he couldn't get back. See what happens? Look, I was floating with the dare, and look what that shit led to. Taking all this unnecessary damage. I just had to approach with fair. Look what happened. I got clapped. And look what happened when I stay on the ground. It makes it hard for Ness to hit me. See? I jumped and then I dipped. Trying to bait stuff like this. Yeah, do the same thing again to slow. Oh no, actually I missed that turn. Pull the bomb out. This one I fought Diddy? Yeah, we already saw this. And then still Diddy card? This is when I fought Rosalina. You know, against Rosalina, you really don't want to be in the air a lot. You see, I'm just like moving left and right. Toss out one attack. If it doesn't hit, then just be safe about it. That was not really safe for me to do, but I managed to get the hit. See? See what happens even when I say this shit, look what happens when I do it. I get punished. When I try shit like that I'm not supposed to be doing, you see me get punished. See? You fucking up. But when I mess up, I'm like, alright, we're not gonna do this shit no more. So I don't want to be jumping at her a lot because she has Luma and that Nair, and then I gotta look out for dash attack. So it's like I'm just trying to pick my spots. You see? I just went through her. Well, under her. Every time I get hit, gotta take your time. I ain't trying to get hit. See, I'm pulling away. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'm gone. Now that I'm back on stage, now I'll worry about trying to hit you. See how I'm moving around? And I evaded the dash attack. Right there, I got a bit too greedy. But I moved out of dash attack range. Using my ground movement to not get hit with shit. You know where I'm moving? I'm just trying to find an opening that I can take while being safe. Okay, I don't like the way I'm floating with the dares right now. I need to calm down a little. Leaving myself open. I mean, yeah, I'm winning, but I don't want to... I want to keep the lead. See, I try to jump at him. No good. Yeah, the way I'm using the fairs, I'm leaving myself open for punishment. But it basically me like going for a read or a guess. And if I don't get the hit, you don't see me like keep trying to go for it over and over. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna calm down, I'm gonna go back to the ground movement. If I feel comfortable, then yeah, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna jump at her with a fair, I'm gonna do a floating dare like that and get the hit. But if it's not going my way, if I don't get the hit, like I'm not hitting anything, or I start getting a counter attack, I'm like, ah, you know what? Back to the ground, don't you? I'm staying on the ground, fuck that. Because this play ain't happening right now. See how I'm moving right now? Just looking for stuff. And picking my time, the appropriate time to toss out a fair while I'm safe. So if I hit her good, if I don't hit her, she can't punish me. But I'm not overextending, like doing the shit over and over and over. I'm just like moving. You know what I mean? We're done with that.